Oke, sip tuh. Got it ya.
Okay.
Nah, got it. Oke, sip.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, here we are, uh, a student of a postgraduate uh, English Educational Department of Universitas Jakarta. Today, we would like to deliver our presentation according to data literacy, uh, which is taken from journal review and the title Analysis of Junior High School Students Data Literacy in Ciamis with Local Potential Kampung Adat Kuta. And the researchers are Lestari and Rosana, which is published in 2020. Okay, here we are. My name is Yudi Litama and my friend is Haris Nauvalia. So, for preface, I would like to extend, according to our presentation, about the data literacy term. Okay. If there is question, what is the data literacy in common terms? Okay, according to Svetla Baikoseva, 2015, in his book, Managing Scientific Information and Research Data, data literacy is the ability to read, understand, create, and communicate data as information. Much like literacy as a general concept, data literacy focuses on the competencies involved in working with data. It is, however, not similar to the ability to read text since it requires certain skills involving reading and understanding data. Okay, so we jump to, or we next to the background of research. Okay, background of research from this journal. In industrial revolution era, yeah, 40.0, which has experienced considerable change in various fields, including education, this era requires humans who are always well trained at all levels so that they can meet the ever-changing requirement of knowledge. In the world of education, students are required to follow the development of the era, so they must have the ability needed to live in this era. One of the new abilities that the students need to master is that data literacy. Literacy is the ability to read and write, which is very important to be developed in learning. Data literacy is related to the ability to read, analysis, and make conclusions related to data or information obtained by students. Data has a lot of information which is structured in a complex manner requiring the student's ability of proper observations to obtain information. Data literacy is able to find quality data, data management, data accuracy, and data quotation. It means in the fourth industrial revolution era, there have been significant developments in a number of industries, including education. People in this period must be constantly well trained at all levels in order to keep up with the constantly evolving knowledge requirements. Students must be able to live in this period because they must follow the era's progress in the world of education. Data literacy is one of the new skills that students must learn. The ability to read and write or to be literate is a skill that must be gained in order to learn. The capacity to comprehend, analyze, and draw conclusions from student-gathered data or information is referred to as data literacy. That is the background of this article or journal. So, the aim of research is analyzing the profile of data literacy ability by utilizing the local potential in Kampung Adat Kuta for junior high school students in Ciamis. And the research method, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, and the research method, yeah, this study used quantitative descriptive study with the test method, and the research subject of this journal is 235 junior high school students in the academic years of 2019-2020. So after this, we will listen according to data literacy indicator category of achievement, so the research result, and so on from my friend Haris Novalia. The time is yours.
Okay, I will explain about data literacy indicators. Related to this journal, researchers need to measuring the data literacy ability of students. So the researchers use four indicators for data literacy ability. The number one is exploring data. Exploring data was indicated when students were able to answer to or find information of data by studying and trying to understand it. Number two, selecting data. Students must be able to select a statement on the right data, and students can separate the statements needed and not needed for the data. Number three, conversing data. Data conversion is the ability to create a type of data into a new form of data. And the last number four, maintaining or making a new decision. Decision making requires a thought process to choose decision to through information gathering, weighing the good and bad decisions of various alternatives, analyzing them, and finally choosing the best decision with rational reasons. So next, now how about to measure the data literacy ability? We have the research have categorized them into a few category from 0 to 20% is categorized into very poor ability. 20 to 40 is poor ability. 40 to 60% average. 60 to 80% is good ability, and 80 and 100% is very good. Okay. Next. After the research make some tests and already making a assessment, the researchers find the result as below. Exploring data fall into 39.32%. Selecting data fall into 38.53%. Contrasting data 32.46%, and maintaining a decision or making a new decision 29.47%. It means all of them fall into poor category. So it means mm, they the participant have as conclusion as average, the participant had poor data literacy ability. Okay. So how about the research advantages? There is a match between the purpose of the journal and the conclusion obtained at the end. and the presentation of the data included with the table provides an accurate explanation for the reader in understanding this journal. The use of methods and research design are explained in detail regarding the data literacy abilities of junior high school students in Ciamis with potential kampung adat Kuta. The variable used in this study are relevant to the problem being solved. Okay, next for the point of lack of research and discussion and so on will be presented by my friend again, Mas Willy.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you so much, Mas Haris Novalia. Yeah, because we would like to present our analysis according to this journal. Yeah, my friend Haris Novalia, yeah, has presented recently about research advantages. Yes, such as what we can say uh, match between the purpose of the journal, the conclusion obtained at the end, so the presentation of the data included, so the use of included with the table provides an accurate explanation, and so on. And this is the time for me to analyze about the lack of research. The research of the results of the research that have been carried out with the facts in the field are slightly intersected because the results of the research show good analytical results on the research subject. But at the end of the conclusion, the researcher provides a perspective that identifies the element of subjectivity. As we know, yeah, after discussion between Haris and I, according to what we can say, the method which is used in journal is quantitative, yeah. But yeah, we look that this research, uh, what we can say, use his subjectivity or use their subjectivity. What is the proof? Yeah, the subjectivity which states that educators should practice data literacy and utilize local potential in learning more often. As we know, that what we can say, the recommendation, yeah, is appropriated, yeah, not to the educator, but what we can say to the governor, yeah, who has a policy, yeah, what we can say to decide, what we can say, his decision to develop or to improve, what we can say, the potential in Kampung Kuta. Yeah. So we next to the discussion about of this what we can say journal. Okay, the discussion of this journal. Yeah, this research was conducted to analyze the initial profile of data literacy ability among high school students in Ciamis by utilizing the local potential in Kampung Adat Kuta in science learning in the interaction of living things with their environment. There were four indicators of data literacy studied, namely exploring data, selecting data, converting data, maintaining decisions, or making new decisions. Okay, exploring the data in the study obtained an average score of 39.32% and fell into per category. However, there were three schools filled into sufficient category. Example, yeah, school one of 41.02%, so school two of 43.45% and school score of 42.45%. Yeah, exploring data was indicated when students were able to answer or find information of data by studying and trying to understand it. In this indicator, the question dealt with basic terms in science learning, but there were some students who didn't know some basic terms in the material, so that it hindered students in exploring data. Selecting data in the study obtained the highest results compared with other indicators with an average of 38.53%. Although obtaining the highest result, it still fell into poor category. In this case, there was only one school that achieved sufficient category with a percentage of 41.58%. In indicator of data selection, students were required to continuously collect and manage the data selected or generated appropriately, and from the data must be interrelated to identify the data. Students must be able to select a statement on the right data, and what we can say, student can separate the statement needed and not needed for the data. What made the student was in poor category was that student have not been able to select the exact statement needed and not needed related to data. So data conversation in study obtained the average result at first score of 32.46% and fell into poor category. And maintaining a decision or making a decision in the study obtained an average result for 29.47% and fell into poor category. Okay, so before closing, yeah, there is the recommendation of this journal. Thus, the reviewer recommend this journal, yeah, Haris Novaria and I, yeah, recommend this journal. It's a detailed analysis of your high school student data literacy in the enemy potential to be read and studied further in order to have insight and the effectiveness of the approach that can be used during the learning process. Maybe that's all our presentation about data literacy. Thank you so much. Oh, Mr. Harris. Okay.
Okay.
Enough. Okay. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.